So Spain has come out of nowhere to prove to the world that they are now a super significant power to worry about. We'll see if they can continue to kind of prove us wrong and hold on to this Venetian personal union. And with that, I also want to go over the developments of the world to see exactly who is the best in the game. And as you can see, we've got China, Venice, Spain. If Spain is ever able to integrate Venice, which I don't know if that is even they can do that in a timely manner. I mean, what does it take? 50 years, and then plus the integration. At this pace with Venice at this well developed, I don't know if it's development that plays a role in how long it takes to integrate. I mean, first of all, like I said, I mean they're like 50 years away anyways. I think, but then they have to. I think this development causes an impact on the time it takes to integrate, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But anyways. China really just kind of barely ahead of Venice at the moment. Obviously, China is going to pull out even further ahead when they take over all of Japan here. They're at 99 war score, so they'll be able to do. They'll probably grab another 50 or so development. France not too far behind Spain, about 100 points behind Spain. Poland's been losing several wars, as well as Poland got themselves involved into another war, which I don't know if they're going to be able to do. Look at Denmark at 757 and Assyria at 764. Pretty surprising. Actually, all three of these are allied. Denmark, oh, wait, actually, it's not Assyria, though, are they? Yeah, no, Assyria is allied to Russia, last time I checked at least. Russia pretty low on this list, so are the Persians. I'm actually pretty surprised to see that. America at 495. Okay, so let's go ahead and maybe check on technologies. Overall, right now, number one technology. Oh, it's India. That's right. I keep forgetting about them. They're so quiet. India is technically number one with technologies, but I don't know if it's how far. 17. So they have one more technology than most people, and it's just because they're ahead. They're just like all across the board, administrative, diplomatic, and military tech at 17. Anyways, we'll check. We'll skip over. I don't think the ideas matter as much. We've got 3, Haiti, England, and Brazil tied with the most ideas so far in the world, but again, doesn't really matter. Technically, the score is... wow, according to score, Venice is dominating, even over China, which is crazy. And they're gaining 3.36 a month. Who's gaining the most a month? It's Venice. Wow, that's weird. I still don't know how that score is calculated. It's so weird. Very strange. Mostly Catholic nations in the world. Provinces, 732. So that's probably going to continue to grow. Okay, so what I wanted to... let's see who's the best overall leader. Who is the best overall leader? 12 pips for the Polish. Oh, no, for the Netherlands. I'm sorry. I get the Netherlands and the Polish confused because their flags are so similar. Okay, well that didn't help the Netherlands out too much when they lost all that territory, but still, I mean 12 pips isn't really that much. That's actually pretty low compared to like some of the things we've seen in the extended eras mod. Current leaders. Do we have like an old leader? 1612. This guy's pretty new. January. Is this? Oh, these are rebels. Pirates. No ruler. Bam. Oldest leader is of the Huns. He's been ruling for like 40 years. This is kind of interesting to look at. He's a 214. That's not terrible. At least he has military on his side, so that's not bad for the Huns. But anyways, okay, I know that stuff doesn't really matter, but I think that stuff's kind of interesting to me, looking at like who's been in charge for the longest. So right now, the biggest army is under China, and they're about 10,000 ahead of the Venetians. Again, the Venetians lost this, but I'm starting to feel like the only reason why the Venetians lost it was because the French kind of lost it for them. They lost a lot of war score. Remember, once the French were forced to separate peace, Venice shot up there in war score. I just think that their war exhaustion was a little bit too high to stay on board. However, I'm not 100% about that because remember, Venice was fighting Spain, Denmark, and Persia. Spain, Denmark, and Sweden. So maybe they all focused on Venice and that was just too much for an AI because we've seen that AIs don't really distribute their attention very well when fighting multiple fronts. India, again, with a very powerful military that's lying extremely low. So, and India's got a lot of time before they have to face China, so we'll see if that changes drastically. France pretty high up here, the Mayans, and Denmark. There you go. Denmark's very high in terms of... not in terms of crack, like me, but in terms of military power, 67,000. So Denmark does have a lot of power, so I think it's important to note that they are strong for that reason. Manpower, a lot of Chinese manpower, a lot of Mayan manpower as well. Indonesia, too, and India. A lot of nations outside of Europe with a lot of manpower. Okay, so this is a big one too. Let's see exactly who has the biggest fleet in the world. China at 113, then it's Indonesia at 101. That could be key for Indonesia to hold back the Chinese if there is an invasion. At least hold back the Chinese Navy, or help them out with a little bit of war score here and there. They will not be able to hold the Chinese back through any sort of land conflicts at all by any means, but we'll see if they can maybe get some advantages throughout the sea, with the sea. Byzantium doing pretty well. Venice is at 91 ships. I don't know why they weren't using them more against Spain, but notice that Spain has 18 heavy ships. I apologize. I figured that might be the difference maker between the two. Indonesia at 25, China at 27, so very close in terms of heavy ships there. Anyways, so that is it for the ledger. We'll check in on that in a few more videos from now, but I'm glad that we got to look at it in depth. We got like some time with an in-depth version. We looked in depth, I guess, at the ledger is what I'm trying to say. So Poland is involved in this. Also, Poland lost all their alliances. Now, when the heck did that happen? Poland lost their alliance with Sweden and Spain. Spain just allied to Denmark and Sweden. Okay, so Poland is now facing Byzantium, Denmark, and Persia. We'll see how this goes. The thing is that Byzantium is in the same trouble. Byzantium had to fight two different fronts in the past. However, now, with Denmark being involved, Poland's going to have to do the same thing. And we already saw that Poland was not able to handle that sort of division last time against Austria and Russia. And Austria was a significantly weaker foe than Denmark or Byzantium is. Russia was pretty powerful, though, I will say that. Now, how long is the Polish-Russian alliance, or truce, for? It's already over, I think. No, 1618. So 5 more years. I wouldn't be surprised if Poland takes a significant L here. I wouldn't be surprised if Russia immediately jumps back into war with Poland. It'd be a smart move. Notice also that Russia has been locked off. They can no longer colonize to the east. Sweden has done their job and locked Russia off. We'll see if they can hold on to that. Sweden's got some good alliances with Spain and England, as well as Austria. So they might be able to hold on to that. We will see. It'll be nice to see if Sweden continues to colonize at this angle. It'd be great for Sweden to divide up India and China. I would very much like that, so we don't see the same green. China just pieced out with Japan. Japan is still around, about 4 provinces, looks like. Anything else going on in the Pacific? Polynesia doing a great job so far, colonizing a lot of different islands. They haven't reached Hawaii yet, but they will very soon. They'll probably even... Actually, no, New Portugal has cut off the Polynesians from Latin America. Any sort of coastal Latin America colony they might have gotten up. Who is this? Is this Spain? That has to be Spain, isn't it? It's weird how I cannot zoom in at the corner like that. Can't zoom in. Anyways, yes. That is the Spanish in Chinook, in the Chinook province. And how's America doing? Has America supported the independence yet of these French colonies? Not yet. France might be a little bit too powerful for America to think that they can face them. Not at least as of now. But lots of different things going on in the eastern coast of modern-day U.S. I think that the Ashanti will probably be attacked by Songhai again at some point. Oh, yeah, and Portugal's been kicked out of northern Africa. So there just remains their Portuguese territory in Iberia, and that's it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Spain maybe goes after them soon. Cannot believe they lead that personal union. That is crazy. I'm guessing their Liberty Desire has been shot down. 33%. Yeah, not possible to inherit unless union has been stable for 50 years. So I'm right about that. So that's January 11th. So they got this personal union about 2 years ago. It was only 2 years ago? Am I doing the math right? After the Succession War, I'm guessing they did. That's when the official, yeah, and that's crazy because Venice already declared their independence after 2 years into it. I think it's unlikely that Spain would keep this. Again, I have many theories why Venice lost it. It could have just been because of the fact that France kind of lost it for them. It looked like that, and by the time France was separate-pieced, Venice didn't have enough time, or their war exhaustion wasn't low enough. I guess I should say their war exhaustion was too high to continue on. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep an eye on this Polish war. This is pretty big, especially for Denmark, because Denmark, I believe, have claims to some of the Polish lands, as well as this could help Byzantium grab... Oh! What happened, dude? Oh, Russia. That's messed up, Russia. All right, so notice that Assyria... Oh, they did. They did back them up. So the alliances are still the same. So this is what Byzantium is facing now. Yeah, that's not going to go so well. Actually, I don't know. It really depends, because I don't think Russia's going to try to engage the Danish. They're going to leave Denmark alone, I believe. They're going to move completely to the south. Oh man, I don't know. This seems like it's going to be very, very bad for the Byzantine Empire. Assyria is focusing on Persia. Where are the Persian military forces at? I'm guessing in the north, probably already in Hunnic territory. They were in Hunnic territory. The Assyrians doing a good job at focusing in on the attack of Western Persia, going after a few of those forts, although there was already a lot. Persia's going to remain alive no matter what, though. It's actually the Byzantine Empire that probably has the most to lose at this point. Persia's going to be almost, unstoppable, just because they survived for so long and they can continue to colonize and stuff like that. Although it seems like they're trying to stay away from some sort of a border with India. I've been noticing that. How does China and Indonesia feel about each other? Oh, they don't like each other. And Indonesia has no alliances. I don't know why the Chinese AI is allowing Indonesia to grab all that territory. Very strange to me. La Plata, are they at war with... No, these are rebels. That color, I do not like that color. So Byzantium's at 28 war score with the Huns, technically as of now. But the Assyrians are at 21 war score with Russia. So actually, I shouldn't be saying that Russia declared. It was Assyria that declared on Byzantium, and they both called in their alliances respectively. Shoshone are still around. They maybe can ally to Spain. That would save them. Canadian Mississippi. That might be where Canada's going to be stuck with. Although Canada is going to face some sort of pushback, I think, from the Mayan at some point. I'm guessing they would have to. Carthage making a just incredible comeback. It's crazy, especially because Ethiopia really has not played a major role at all in this game. They could easily head out over towards the east, maybe going to war with Ethiopia or something. Byzantine Egypt. We'll also see if the Carthaginians can maybe push out. I wouldn't be surprised, actually, if Carthage maybe goes after Byzantium. Since Byzantium is going to take a big loss. My prediction is a pretty big loss. Although maybe not. They might peace out with Poland and the Huns soon. But maybe at the same time, I think the Huns, or the Polish and the Huns feel like they have an advantage. Sweden and England teaming up against the Celts, Celtic Mexico, the Celts, the Netherlands, and America. Wow. And what is that war for? Swedish reconquest. So they're going after Scandinavia. They're trying to push the Celts out. I think they're trying to push both the Celts and the Netherlands out of Scandinavia. Which still, like I said, will not be giving Sweden that much power. Because England is helping, that might make things... that might give Sweden a bit more power, somewhat. England's got a 23 stack, and they're actually not even moving it. There's no way they can get military access through French territory, because the French hate them. And it looks like the Netherlands actually hold a stronger navy as of now. Maybe the Netherlands and the Celts combined. I don't know where the English fleet is at. They have to have something, right? Unless it was destroyed recently, but I don't think it was. Got to always check in on this Liberty Desire. It's actually going down to 31%, which isn't surprising. There's no way they can... There's no way they could begin a second independent war. Spanish Colombia, Spain. Okay, so they have the truce until 1618. So they have to wait 2 years anyways, no matter what. Jeez, I can't believe Byzantium is facing this. These are big, big wars that are going on. Actually, this Swedish war looks bigger than it actually is. It really is not that big of a deal. 22, so they're going to definitely occupy all this territory. Again, the thing for Sweden is that they just need to be cool with Denmark. They desperately need to find some sort of balance with Denmark to keep them out of their hair, because Denmark can, I think, end this whole campaign for Sweden. Who's this? Oh, England. Maybe England's too oh, this is where their ships are at. England's too focused on going after Celtic Mexico. And they might drop some troops off to go after the New Celts. The New Celts. Supporting independence of Celtic Mexico. Allied to oh, Canada's allied to England now. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of a cool alliance for them to get up. So the Middle East is continuing to wage conflict. Oh, here's a new one. Austria versus the Netherlands. And again, everyone picking on the Netherlands. This should be pretty successful for Austria. Again, they have a 50 stack, and I don't know how. They don't seem like they have that much territory, but they do. They're continuing to colonize this region, which is good. So again, the Netherlands are going to lose even more. I don't believe the Netherlands colonized ever, did they? Which is quite surprising. I thought they'd colonize a lot more than they did. Indonesia starting to move up closer to Siam. And Polynesia playing a bigger and bigger role in Eastern Asia. This is very, very bad. These Eastern Asian nations are in a really, really bad spot. They desperately need India to come help them. They desperately need India to come and save them. Rivals? Who is a rival? Persia. We've got one rival, and that's Persia. India could ultimately be the end of Persia, I think. They just need some sort of a front. I can't believe they don't have a front yet. It seems like Persia doesn't want to engage in India as a front because they're afraid of the conflicts that would ensue. But India, on the other hand, excuse me, I think they're just going after more base tax. They're going after more profitable provinces than over here towards Persia. I don't think there's very many profitable provinces over in this region. That's my theory, though. That might not be the case. Huns trying to colonize, but that didn't happen. Oh, so a peace deal occurred. Did Poland lose anything? It looks like Denmark might have taken one thing away from Poland. And Byzantium might have grabbed a province or two from the Huns, maybe? Or maybe they lost a province or two. It definitely seems like Poland didn't do well. Poland now only allied to the Huns, Assyria, England. Maybe one more from the New World? No. That's another reason why Western Europe tends to have a better time. Western Europe, because they can ally to New World nations who, like I said, ultimately become pretty powerful. Oh, did they peace out? Hey, Byzantium didn't lose that much, did they? Assyria didn't take anything. Did Russia take anything? I don't think Russia took anything either. That wasn't that bad. Oh, actually, Assyria might have taken something from Persia. Yeah, it looks like they did. But that was it. Which that was the war Assyria declared on Persia, wasn't it? Well, anyways, La Plata and Haiti working together against Portugal. We've seen that happen quite a few times already. Everyone's going to war with Portugal, and I don't even know where Portugal's left. Is this the Celts? Yes, it is. We've got a race, England and Venice, colonizing the Ivory Coast. Huge race. Even Haiti's involved in that race. Has England dropped off any troops for the new Celts? The New Celtic territory. Not yet. New Celtic. I should have named it, so I should have called the anyone with the in their title Celtic, and what would be the Zulu? Zulu. Maybe it would just be Zulu. Zulu Canada, Zulu Mexico. Yeah. So I don't know why I put the in there. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.